Tonight's Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Paranormal Activity 3 in theaters Friday.
You see the record, Nazar undefeated, but Jacob Kirwan has won his last 4 fights. He's on a great streak.
With the official introductions, let's send it up to the Bellator cage and Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bellator Fighting Championships on MTV2 and on Epix 2 in HD now present 3 5-minute rounds of feature fight at 156 pounds, brought to you by Caesars Atlantic City. And now, introducing the red corner at 5'10", weighing in 156 pounds. His professional record, 8 wins, 3 losses, from Rock Hall, Maryland, Jacob the Hunter Kirwan. Yeah. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 5'9", weighing in 156 1/4 pounds. Undefeated as a professional, 10 victories, no defeats. Originally from Rio de Janeiro, now out of Ithaca, New York, introducing the Brazilian bomber, Nazar. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Kevin McDonald.
This fight is under the unified rules of MMA, so elbows to the head are allowed. The American Jacob Kirwan versus the Brazilian now living in the U.S. Nazar. Kevin McDonald is the referee. The bell in round number 1.
You see who's going to push the pace. Both guys said they wanted to set it. Who will be right?
Jacob Kirwan is in the white trunks. Nazar is in the black trunks. Nazar holds the rank of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he said he wants to stand and bang, something that we told you earlier that Kirwan said he wanted to do, but so much for that as he shoots a single leg.
I think he did not like what he was seeing from the hands of Nazar. Very accurate, tight boxing. Look at the hip pressure of Nazar on this sprawl. Great takedown defense.
Kirwan did say it would be he who would shoot the first takedown. He just said it would come a little later in this fight. There's an outside trip in the takedown.
Great job with the takedown. Now see, what can the Jiu-Jitsu world champion do from this position? Beautiful sweep, that's what he can do. Man, great job, great elevation underneath the leg. Now, Kirwan is where he does not want to be, on the bottom against the Jiu-Jitsu world champion.
Look how Nazar has hooked the leg, now lets it go. Outside of Gegard Mousasi, you just don't see a lot of leg hooking from this position in MMA.
He did it briefly and then steps through. The guy gets his legs through, you can end up in big trouble in that position.
Forearm on the jawline there from Nazar. Entering 10-0 in his pro MMA career. When I asked him, how often do you think about fighting in Bellator's next 155-pound tournament? He said, every day. He also said that he doesn't just want to win, he wants to send a big statement to every 155-pounder, including Bellator's 155-pound world champion, Eddie Alvarez, who's here tonight, showing that he doesn't only win, he wins in dominant fashion.
And we're going to speak to Eddie later, and one of the things I want to ask him about is this 155-pound division. Guys like Nazar hunting for his title.
Nazar looking to throw with the left hand.
Everybody wants to be the champ. It is not easy having young, hungry guys like this thinking about you every single day.
Kirwan is a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And again, with his wrestling background, former Maryland State High School champion, it's not as though he's lost on the ground as he throws his guard.
Now, good job getting his guard back. It's going to be very hard for him to catch Nazar from the bottom.
That's a nice professional move. You saw the point of the elbow of Nazar digging into the cheek.
Got to use everything.
It's the little things, isn't it, Jimmy, at the highest level?
It is, it's little tricks, and that's what you get with experience. 10 fights, he's been around the block. He knows how to do everything. Guys in boxing, guys like Bernard Hopkins, they hit you in the hip, they hit you with the referees, now look at everything.
Let's go, guys, come on.
Going back to closed guard. Kirwan looking for a guillotine from closed guard. Doesn't have it. Nazar posturing up and driving forward with his head.
See, Nazar not trying real hard to pass, not posturing up, not trying to pass guard really. Just unloading with strikes and seeing if he can get Kirwan to open up his guard and give him something. Pound to pass is what we call it.
Kirwan just opened his guard, closed it, opens it, and closes it again as he recrosses the ankles.
Biggest difference between you know, Gi Jiu-Jitsu and the World Championships and MMA as a guard is not an advantageous position necessarily. Guys don't spend a lot of time passing guard in MMA.
There's the stand-up from our referee, Kevin McDonald. That's a chopping kick and a kick to the body. Right hook there. Nazar just missing with that 1-2.
Nazar tends to strike right down the pipe. Very hard to counter a guy like that. Kirwan does not want to reach. See, you saw him pawing with both hands forward. He does not want to do that against Nazar. Good jab.
Kirwan sticking the jab. Nazar the hook. Kirwan catches the kick. Aggressively done. Nicely done by Kirwan.
On top once again, can he avoid the sweep of Nazar?
Final minute of a very entertaining round number 1 of this Bellator feature fight at the catchweight of 156 pounds. Jacob Kirwan in his Bellator debut versus 10-0 Brazilian Nazar.
You see, you're trying to open up the guard, maybe looking for that sweep once again, trying to elevate the left leg of Kirwan.
Nazar holding open half guard, trying the cage walk.
See some blood dripping on the mat, might be from Kirwan, can't see where it is right now.
Nazar continuing to try to cage walk. Short, sharp right hand there a moment ago from Kirwan.
And he doesn't want to get that arm trapped here.
Another good right hand by Kirwan. I think he's looking for a head and arm choke, Jimmy. Thought about it quickly, then decided not to pursue it.
10 seconds in the round, gentlemen.
Closing
10
seconds of round 1. Kirwan trying to stay busy in the top position.
Stop,
good round.
Right here, baby, right here, yes, sir.
Moments away from the start of round number 2 of what thus far has been a very entertaining Bellator feature fight at the catchweight of 156 pounds. Jacob Kirwan versus Nazar. 3 judges scoring cage side for the state of New Jersey. And Jimmy, as always, you have the unofficial scorecard.
10-9 Nazar for that first round. Obviously beautiful sweep, good top control, and I think he's doing better with the striking.
Jacob Kirwan is in the white trunks, Nazar is in the black trunks.
Kirwan did finish strong on top, but didn't do a ton with it. This is what he wanted. I think this is the key to the fight for him, try and grind Nazar.
Nazar, one of the most humble fighters we've ever encountered. Maybe Megumi Fuji and Fedor Emelianenko are the only other fighters who showed that level of humbleness.
So that could just be the language barrier, though, Sean. You
very
never know
possibly.
with that. His English is great, and yet he's still humble. That's a rare combination.
Nazar, though, truly, Jimmy, he is extremely humble, but he's so ferocious in the cage. Humble and yet very, very confident at the same time. He was so relaxed coming into this fight.
You see, Kirwan here doing the right thing, was able to pass to half guard and just grinding away at Nazar. Doesn't want to scramble. Doesn't want a lot of weird positions where Nazar can use his jiu-jitsu. He wants to flatten him out and keep that weight on him.
Kirwan very, very candid in our conversation with him. He said, I'm a little nervous. He really respected the power of Nazar. He said, I have to stay calm in the Bellator cage in this fight.
And that's what he's doing now. I think he ended that round strong. He didn't win the first round on my scorecard, but he ended the round strong. He wants to continue with that kind of strategy here in round 2.
Kirwan was fishing for a key lock there, couldn't find it, but had the wrist control.
I think after the Ben Saunders fight last week, a lot of people are going to be fishing for the key lock from half guard.
Come on, guys, let's go.
You see here that beautiful pressure from Kirwan, just trying to keep Nazar flat, not letting him use that half guard.
Nazar from his back, trying to turn, still holding half guard. Kirwan staying tight.
Come on, guys, let's
work. That cut is
work.
over the left eye, Sean.
Kirwan just missed with that elbow strike. Part punch, part elbow. That left landed.
And Nazar a little bit stuck here, not landing huge bombs as Kirwan, but he's keeping Nazar from using his guard effectively, keeping him from scrambling, really frustrating him here.
2 big lefts there to the side of the head thrown by Kirwan. Nazar on his back holding half guard. Next Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on MTV2 and in HD on Epix2, the Bellator semifinal round continues with the bantamweight division. It all begins with the Bellator prelims. You can see them live at 7 p.m. Eastern on Spike.com and Bellator.com. Bellator 55, Stop. Don't miss it.
Let's go. Come on.
Stand-up order by our referee, Kevin McDonald.
Let's go.
Remember, Nazar, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, said he wanted to keep this fight standing. Kirwan with this shot and the takedown from the double leg.
And going hard for the guillotine, but didn't pay attention, didn't close his guard up tight enough, and now Kirwan trying to pass. And right back where he wants to be, on top.
It's interesting because Kirwan said that he wanted to get inside, he wanted to stand and bang, but early in this fight, he realized that maybe he could take his opponent down and have an advantage on the ground.
And that's a lot of maturity as a fighter. He wasn't married to his game plan. He saw it wasn't working out and went for the takedown. That's why I think he's winning this second round.
Jimmy, as a pro fighter yourself, when would you stray from your game plan?
When it hurts. When you get hit like he got hit by Nazar, when you saw the danger zone he was in. If you put your toe in the pool and it's cold, don't jump in. That's exactly what he did. He switched strategies, went back to a wrestling game, and so far it's working out.
Nazar powers up. Both fighters back to their feet. Nazar pumping the jab and goes for a shot of his own in the takedown.
Problem is, with 38 seconds left, what can he do with it? He's been on bottom for most of this round. He's gonna have to get a submission with some really vicious ground and pound to win this round back.
Kirwan cut above the left eyelid, below the left brow. In the world of cuts, that's not a great position.
See Kirwan doing a good job of tying Nazar up. He's not able to posture up and really get his ground and pound going.
10 seconds, guys.
Kirwan holding on with closed guard. Nazar pounding to the body.
Stop, clean break.
Heading into round number 3 of this Bellator feature fight at the catchweight of 156 pounds. We just got a glimpse of our Bellator girls, Mercedes Terrell and Jade Bryce. And round number 3, Jacob Kirwan versus Nazar. Jimmy, how do you see this fight thus far?
I have it tied up 19-19. I gave Nazar the first round, but I gave Kirwan that second round.
The American Jacob Kirwan enters 8-3, making his Bellator debut, versus the Brazilian Nazar, trying to advance his pro MMA record to a perfect 11-0. Another shot. Still not a takedown, and finally, good drive through there by Kirwan.
Nazar going for the guillotine, but very hard to finish from half guard. He can burn up a lot of energy if he can't get this, and he lets it go. See, the last 2 times Kirwan has taken him down, he's gone hard for the guillotine and hasn't gotten it. And both times he's ended up here on top in Nazar's half guard, because Nazar didn't fight the takedown and tried to catch him coming in with the guillotine.
Nazar holding a fairly loose half guard. Kirwan with a sneaky left there to the head.
And this is where Kirwan has been winning. And here's brother shouting at him, "You gotta stay busy," and I completely agree. If he stays busy, stays on top, he can win this round and the fight. And just so heavy with his hips, not giving Nazar any space. You saw a great sweep in the first round, but the last 2 rounds, he has just locked his hips down and has not allowed Nazar to do anything.
Nazar, moments ago, holding almost a triangle position on the half guard, now opens his half guard, but he is very flat. Kirwan staying very sticky in that top position.
And once again, not trying to pass, not trying to do too much.
Another sneaky right hand by Kirwan, but that partially landed. Character test for Nazar. He's really been steamrolling his opponents as of late.
So we call a gut check. It's a hard fight. You're in the 3rd round. Everything is on the line right now in this 3rd round. Half the round is done and he is losing. He has to come back here. And if you're Kirwan and you hear the crowd booing, you ignore that, keep doing what you're doing. You need pass guard.
The crowd in AC chanting, stand them up. Trying to influence. Referee Kevin McDonald is our crowd here in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
A lot of them are chanting Jacob as well. They kind of mix together. It's hard to tell which is which.
Sneaky right hand there by Jacob Kirwan. Kirwan said if he got this to the ground in top position, it would be ground and pound over subs. True to his word.
He hasn't gone for a single one. I think that's the smart move. See here,
forearm smash there.
Yeah, short, tight shots that don't allow Nazar any space. He's not sitting up to land big bombs.
Look how tight, chest to chest, Jacob Kirwan is staying on Nazar.
Minute and a half left. This is desperation time for Nazar. He is seeing this fight slip away. Kirwan has fought an outstanding fight.
Are you surprised, Jimmy?
I am very surprised because Nazar has been so dominant up until this point.
Keep him clean.
Nazar trying to throw a reverse elbow there. Not much damage though.
But Kirwan has come in with the right strategy, the right game plan, and he has followed it, and it has worked.
Nazar trying to get busy with that right elbow now to the head. Kirwan just missed with that right hand. Nazar holding a low close guard below the waistline. Nazar trying to posture, looking for an armbar, couldn't find it. Nazar back to his feet.
At 35 seconds to make something happen.
You saw Nazar allow Kirwan to stand. This is where the Brazilian wants to be, and yet he shoots.
I think that was a bad idea. Kirwan can at least stall for the next 20 seconds. It's gonna be very hard for Nazar to get a submission at this point. And I don't see him finishing this fight with ground and pound. All Kirwan has to do now is hold on.
And that's what Kirwan is doing. Look at his hand over wrist, holding on to Nazar. Keeping his heretofore undefeated Brazilian opponent close. The bell and the end of the fight.
Wow, a great performance by Jacob Kirwan. Nazar might see his undefeated record slip away.
When we return, we will learn the winner of this Bellator feature fight. Jacob Kirwan versus Nazar has gone the distance, all 3 rounds, all 15 minutes. Jimmy, how did you score this fight?
29-28 Jacob Kirwan. I thought he took the last 2 rounds.
To end all suspense, here's Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your decision, we go in your judges' scorecards. Judge Sue Saladad scores the fight 29-28, while judges Michael DiPasquale and Tony Tamburino both see the fight 30-27. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Jacob the Hunter Kirwan.
He admitted that he was nervous coming into his Bellator debut versus Nazar. He said he had to stay calm. Mission accomplished for Jacob Kirwan as he gets the 9th and biggest win of his pro MMA career. Nazar suffers his first loss after winning his opening 10 pro MMA bouts. The winner, Jacob Kirwan, is with Jimmy Smith.
Nazar was on a tear coming into this fight, but it stopped tonight. Beautiful game plan.
Thanks. It all goes to my training partners and my coach. You know, we had him and Nazar have a very similar style, and it all came together tonight. I'd like to thank God. He gave me the shot. Everybody from Bellator for giving me a shot. I'd like to thank Zenergy Trucking, Certified Used Cars, Rock Hall Wave, and Abbott Construction. I also want to thank, this fight's dedicated to my baby girl, Callie. I love you, baby.
Now, you talked a lot in the interview about your toughness, your heart, but it seemed like this fight was all about your game plan. You knew if you got on top, that it was your fight, and you executed it to a T.
Yeah, I mean, I got a good top game, but a guy like Nazar, I didn't know what it was going to be, you know. I worked a lot on my boxing, a lot on off my back, a lot on top. I mean, a guy like that, you just never know what's going to happen, so.
Well, you are now on the radar in a very tough division, my friend. Welcome to Bellator. Let's hear it for your winner, Jacob Kirwan.
Jacob Kirwan waited to hear his name called, and Michael Williams said that he was the winner. The winner, indeed, by way of unanimous decision, Jacob Kirwan defeats Nazar.